Info Edge. The stock is down close to about 2%. Seems like a steady set of numbers. 8% top-line growth, margins being maintained at 40%. Chintan Thakkar, the whole-time director, CFO at Info Edge, is now with us on the show. Thank you very much for joining in. First, if you could tell us, what's the outlook on hiring going ahead? What was the performance of IT hiring and non-IT hiring in the quarter gone by? And has IT hiring bottomed out? Do you have the confidence to say that?
Yeah. So when you look at quarter after quarter, Q1, Q2, Q3, IT hiring was kind of declining. Around Q3, we kind of there was a little bit of a slowdown in the decline. Q4 has been encouraging. Q4 from the IT as well as on non-IT side. It's an early signal that maybe the worst is over or maybe we have bottomed out. However, it's little too early for us to kind of come to a conclusion that is this the final bottom or are we going to start growing from where we are. Although we are hopeful about it, given where the Q4 numbers are and what the sales analytics are. So we are hopeful that IT is looks like that it's kind of bottomed out.
But has IT hiring declined in the March quarter? Chintan, sorry.
No, actually, as I said that, look, I think, it's been kind of encouraging and we think that maybe it's bottomed out and maybe, April from here on, it should start growing. But will it start growing immediately or will it kind of take a quarter or 2 quarters? I think that is yet to be seen. But, the numbers suggest that, the IT hiring, maybe it's kind of bottomed out. So let's
to share the numbers with us, because I remember in the last conversation in Q3, you said IT hiring was down 7-8%, while the non-IT hiring was up 8-9%. Is it possible to share similar numbers for Q4?
Yeah, so I think IT is kind of it's in double-digit growth. Non-IT is also, billings are in the double-digit growth. So both are in that kind of a range. However, it's the recruitment consultants which where probably the confidence is not yet come back. And that may take a quarter or 2. So as I said that, look, IT hiring looks like it's somewhat better than what it was in Q1, Q2, Q3. But is it kind of, is it a starting point for the growth? Yet to see that.
But IT hiring was double digit, right, in Q4?
Yeah, in terms of our total monetization, I think we were able to kind of take that type of a growth. And similarly, non-IT was also, was kind of done much better. But as I said, that consultant, which is also a significant part of our overall, billing profile, I think that's something which has not grown. And sometimes, that's not very unusual in that because sometimes the consultants, kind of take a lot more time. There's more time lag, when they kind of start, growing in a faster rate.
So how much does consultants, how much do they contribute to your overall portfolio, and what was the decline seen in the consulting hiring?
Yeah, so consultants is like something like 25-30%. That's the kind of overall rate, and that kind of has been a bit flattish.
Consulting was.
As I said that, look, there are encouraging signs, in Q4 directly from the industry, and we are hopeful that this trend will continue, and maybe we'll start seeing a bit of a more growth going forward.
Chintan, there was this brief issue in the quarter, 1 or 2 days, where some of your apps were being delisted from Google Play Store. Did that issue impact business at all?
No, actually, these are the apps, which are kind of, B2B apps, and I'm not too sure why they were delisted in the first place. I understand the B2C issues which Google is raising in terms of, the billing payment system that they have. And in fact, the B2C business, which is our Jeevan Sathi business, and that's where some of the litigations were there. In fact, that was never delisted. And I'm surprised to see that some of those B2B, where it really did not impact too much of our business, but they got delisted, and again they got relisted after 2 days. And
got it.
Yeah.
What about real estate? The real estate losses are still at the same level. I think in Q4 it was about 15 crore. What can you guide on 99 acres? Will it turn profitable at the EBITDA level?
Look, I think one has to really look at our billings and to kind of, clarify even on my earlier comments, I'm talking about the billings. Billings are the lead indicator. Yeah? Revenue comes from, because it's a media subscription type of model. So revenue is actually a lag indicator. Billings are the lead indicator. So when you look at billing, even in real estate, which, I think throughout the year it has been growing well, but when you look at the billing and you look at the margin, In fact, there was a cash cash generated from the operation, and that was a reasonably amount. It's like it's 28 crore type of cash generation that happened from that operation. So yes, we are definitely seeing scale of economies kind of kicking in 99 acres, and we are hopeful that that trend will also continue. We have been holding on to our marketing spend line, and the billings seems to be growing. Overall, the market is buoyant for real estate. So yeah, so it's a very encouraging sign for real estate business.
In 99 acres, Chintan, have you gained market share? What does it stand at right now, and what's been the change?
Well, I am not too sure where the competition is in terms of the market share. I'm sure because the market is overall the market environment is good. I'm sure they are equally doing well. We believe that we are leading the pack, and we continue to lead the pack. And yeah, I think hopefully we will be able to kind of take an even larger lead in the coming years.
We leave the conversation here for now. Thank you very much for joining in. We look forward to a longer chat during the course of this quarter. We'll slip into